This is April Schulteis, using the computer to generate this message. When I was younger, in church, the kids used to sing a song about popcorn popping on the apricot tree, which is to say, the apricot tree was so full of blossoms, it looked like popcorn. As an adult, I wondered why the church had the kids singing that song. It has no gospel message. I finally found out. It's a secret. They are secretly celebrating the astral plane lies they foist on people. Popcorn popping means successful deceit, and these people are entertained by successful lies. They lie, and they use the astral plane. The astral plane is real. It is the realm of thought, often called the spirit realm, or even the other realm. The German Gestalt is not psychobabble. People are accessing their victims using science of the mind and hypnosis, and churches are going so far as to pretend to be the Lord on the astral plane. Yes, that's right, they impersonate God. It's blasphemy. If you don't know any of this, you will be the helpless victim. The more obedient you are to God, the worse off you will be. I was tortured by the Lord on the astral plane for years. He even tried to get me to commit adultery with someone at work and church, and I refused. I finally found out it was a human being. Yes, and, you guessed it, the man I was supposed to commit adultery with was the one I caught being the Lord. I tried to get rid of him by reading scripture, and all hell broke out. Everyone, and I mean everyone, came after me, at work, at church, everywhere, to shut me down permanently, eliminate me, as in, murder me. They were all in on it. They were all playing the Lord on the astral plane, and other popcorn popping tricks. It's psychic attack and hypnosis, and can be quite deadly to the victim. If you survive, they'll just keep trying to kill you. Now the story is I tried to warn others about black occultism being more common than you might think, and that's why they want to kill me. But they were already trying to kill me, for years. Nothing makes these people happy. They can get everything they want, and then they want something more. They always go too far. I was being taken advantage of in all kinds of ways, and being treated like dirt, at church and at work, and elsewhere, but I refused fornication and adultery. Nothing is enough for these people. Nothing. They have a God complex. In fact, they are playing God on the astral plane. Here's just one awful thing they did to me, and there are hundreds, even thousands. This is just one example, and only part of it. The Lord told me to give away my best clothing, and He didn't stop there. When I complied, He kept going, so that I was not actually going to have anything left to wear. When I resisted, He threatened me. One of the things He made me give away were all my business jackets. I had some nice jackets in good condition, and some were practically new. I had spent years of couponing and looking for deals to get them. My attacker on the astral plane was not happy just getting the best of them. He wanted all of my business jackets, all of them, and he threatened me when I put up a fight. At this time, I was receiving death threats from people at church and work. I was very scared, and the last thing I wanted to do was disobey the Lord. But my attacker, who was pretending to be the Lord, went after an expensive jacket I had. Here's what happened. When I considered purchasing it, I deemed the jacket too expensive, but the Lord kept after me for days until I finally bought it, and just after that, it went on sale. Clearly, the Lord didn't care to let me get the sale price. In fact, it wasn't the Lord, it was a human, but I didn't know it. I was so mad about paying full price, though, that the Lord told me to buy my mother one for the sale price. So my mother got the one at the sale price, but I still had the one that cost full price. Months later, the Lord was telling me to give it away, and I put up a big fight. I refused to do it. After all, the Lord had not helped me get the sale price for the jacket I bought for myself, and now He wanted me to give it away. In short, this was so egregious, I refused, and kept refusing. The Lord was disagreeing with Himself that He originally wanted me to have the jacket. I had to buy it, and at full price, before it went on sale, and now He was contradicting Himself, and He wanted me to give it away, that I refused. I utterly refused, so I still have that jacket, but just the one jacket. The Lord told me I was not going to need business jackets, but it was a lie. Shortly afterward, that's exactly what I needed, business jackets, and I only had one. The person playing God had lied to me. It was a popcorn popping deceit. It wasn't really so, but it seemed to be. It was not God. This was a ruthless human, causing damage to me by pretending to be God, and he had friends, many, many friends, with lots of power, in secret combinations. This is Rome. We're still dealing with Herod in Rome, and Rome likes to make humans into gods. Rome invaded Native America, and forced indigenous peoples into slavery, and practiced genocide against the native tribes. And Rome is supported by secret societies, and their secret is hypnosis. Rome is ruthless. Native American peoples have suffered under Rome through widespread elimination and assimilation. Genocide is always wrong, always. I grew up in the Grey Eagle, California area. I was told the indigenous peoples simply moved on when the railroad came to Portola. Now I'm sure the truth is something awful. Be warned, the realm of thought is real. Fight back. Practice psychic self-defense. Do not have sex. Do not eat meat. Read the Bible. Respect all life. The scriptures say, "My brethren have dealt deceitfully as a brook, and as the stream of brooks they pass away, which are blackish by reason of the ice, and wherein the snow is hid."